But we know you guys pretty much do you do pretty much all of the airport security, correct?
Yes.
All right, that's your primary mission?
Well, no, it's railways as much as it's ports, as much as it's airports.
Okay.
Major transportation infrastructure.
So you guys have an eye on where things are moving around in this country, correct?
Yes.
All right. So when we had all of these illegal aliens getting moved around via air, train, bus, what have you, can you tell us any focal points where they went to?
They
I
they
think we're in
went where
NDA
blue.
territory.
They went where the blue really was heavy on the voting.
That's
So
a
they went to the
surprising
blue
statement.
states. No, it's
That's a surprising statement.
yeah. I thought they'd be sending them to red states, but
Yeah, as do I.
all right. Now,
I'm imagining he's got some NDAs going there. Pop, don't push that one too hard.
no, I don't want to get anyone jammed up. I'm cool with it. But my thing is this: is in your opinion, do you think they're moving these illegal aliens around as a basically an indirect fire weapon, the meat wall to absorb resources and cause chaos?
I believe they have a purpose. What that purpose is, I've yet to figure it out because it is just eating up a lot of resources where they are going.
Yeah, I got it. Now, do you have any visibility
Destabilization.
on the Chinese nationals that came through the southern border? Are you guys tracking that as well?
Everything in and out of this country gets tracked.
Okay.
But we know that.
My thing is this: is there? I've been getting scuttlebutt about military-aged Chinese nationals coming through the southern border.
That is not scuttlebutt. Michael Yon confirmed that.
Okay. I'm just wondering, Tango, do you have any visibility on that as well? Because that's pretty creepy in my book.
Well, the southern border isn't the only place they're coming through.
Oh no, we have,
Oh yeah, do tell.
we're aware. Are you able to tell?
Ah, I mean, I believe you guys are on the right track of knowing your stuff. And anybody with a set of eyes will understand and know what they're really seeing and doing in the country.
As far
And
as
if
go ahead.
they are the nicest of nice people. When I'm going to round it up and make sense here in a second. But a lot of people don't even realize there is an entire military base of people from the Netherlands that are here in the United States.
Really? Huh.
And it's right down there in Arizona.
Really? What do we have in
So
Arizona?
it's not just one
What do you
country.
mean? What do we have in
We have
Arizona?
Huachuca.
There's a bunch of things down there.
Okay.
There's a couple of NDA things down there that I'm not gonna.
Well, I know.
There's stuff down there.
I have
There's
a
stuff.
couple of people that.
There's a lot of touristy stuff to go down to Arizona for. The airplane graveyard, for one.
Ah.
Mhm.
Okay. Which is crazy haunted. Just on a side note.
No, it's like I said, if you actually go pull it up, it's pretty much out there that there's a lot of military units and a lot of military that train here in the United States and have their own foreign sovereign military base right here at
All right.
home.
So you said sovereign. That
Yes, their
word
land is it's their land when they're here.
Mm-mm.
that needs to stop. That's
That will not.
that's not going to fly.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Wow. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
figure this out. Write that down there, Battledorf.
Yeah, already on it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research into that because that's disturbing. I know that there was a couple of Chinese police stations operating in the United States.
There had most of the major cities that have a Chinese population.
Yeah, and
Have
that
these
needs to
Chinese
be
police
shut
stations.
the fuck down. Can you confirm that, Tango?
It's already been confirmed more than once.
I know. I just want to know if he's actually if you heard any of that.
I've not encountered any of that.
Okay.
Michael Yan confirmed all of the Chinese activity. He also tracked a lot of the Darien Gap activity that was going on. He's got extensive videos on
Can you
all of
let
the people
our
who were down
audience
there.
know who Michael Yan is in case we have new
Sorry,
viewers?
my bad. Michael Yan's a former Green Beret whose hobby is, get this, solo hunting cannibals in India.
Nice.
That's like he's an adventurer. The guy's an old school freaking adventurer. At any rate, he did a lot of work in Darien Gap and filmed a bunch of stuff down there. Footage that he sent back, I got a hold of it and actually caught some stuff that other people saw U.S. military, but I recognized the patches. It's 96.
All right.
96 Civil Affairs, which is the only brigade that is actually part of SOCOM. They're down in Darien Gap, which means if 96 is there, so also are at least some elements of the D Boys.
Yeah. SOF.
And other SOF. Yep.
You're gonna have MARSOC there, you're gonna have SEALs. You might not have SEAL Team 6, but there's a whole bunch of other SEAL teams.
SEAL Team 6 was retired some years ago. Most people don't know that.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
Airborne Rangers are not down there. They're on standby for any shit that goes down.
Yeah, but they can be anywhere in the world in 72 hours.
Less than that. But yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. So as far as that kind of traffic goes, the Chinese and stuff like that, we have resources that are more likely to know that sort of thing that would be free to talk about it. What kind of a presence do you guys have down in, let's say, Ohio? And why would there be a presence there?
Well, you've got to realize that the Great Lakes is a really good way to move things around.
I live in Detroit, my friend.
Yeah, we know. Here's another side note, Tango. Have you heard about FEMA setting up that training thing up there in up in northern, not the UP, but northern downstate Michigan?
Oscoda. It's in
Oscoda.
Oscoda.
I've heard of it. I never got to lay eyes on it.
Okay, so you're not in the know on that. Okay.
Unfortunately, not.
No.
DHS is a big organization, as I understand it. They've got
Yeah.
elements in all 50 states. I was able to confirm that before the show.
Did you guys have any operations going in North Carolina after the hurricane?
There was some movement down that way. What they ended up doing, I don't know. I was moved to a different area, so I didn't get to be a part of that, unfortunately, either.
Okay.
We had a guy come on. We actually got to do a segment on North Carolina. We had a guy who was physically there talking to us, and he put eyes on what looked to him to be close to 1,000 or 2,000, what he was told were Ecuadorians who were in there helping do rubble clearing and digging out.
Yeah, and we still have not received an actual kill count of all the people that were killed.
Not going to. It's in the high thousands. We're never going to get an accurate number from that. But I guarantee you're probably looking at anywhere from 10 to 30,000.
Yeah, and first of all, on a side note, that is an absolute fucking failure of this government not to disclose those fucking numbers. That is some master horse shit right there. God, I'm getting pissed off. It's fucked. I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a Tigers game, 30,000 people, like a mid-season Tigers game. Now, are there any plans moving forward in regards to how you guys are going to handle the immigrant problem? Are there any op orders or any memos coming down the pipe of possible courses of action?
None that I have seen.
Okay.
I think it's all kind of on pause until January.
Oh, that would make sense. Prior to the election, was there a standard operating procedure in place for how to move immigrants around? And if so, what can you tell us, if anything?
That's actually a good question.
What I witnessed was they had a special paper, and they could get through the airport and get on the plane.
A special paper, are you able to identify that item?
It's a form, and that's as best as I can get.
Do you have the no? Listen, the federal government is like the military. All forms have a goddamn number.
I think what he's trying to say is any further revelation would
No
compromise
problem.
his
I don't
position.
want you to
No, I got it. But now we know the existence of it. So I've heard that before. So this is just confirmation in my case. I have heard already from somebody who works at Detroit Metro that a form like this is used to move them around. So this is just nothing but confirmation. It's not a compromise of any kind.
Yep. And you know what? Like I would say most, but a lot of guys that went to Iraq with an 04, after they came back, they got federal jobs all over the country.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I get a lot of scuttlebutt from these guys, and they're still in.
Was there a preferred method of moving the individuals around or groups?
Buses are less looked at than other forms of transportation.
You are correct.
I already know about the buses too.
Yeah. I've taken quite a few buses to get back to Michigan.
Yeah, I think James O'Keefe did quite a bit, showing some of the shit going through Arizona with the buses picking
Exactly,
up the illegals.
Yep.
That's some fucked up shit right there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh man.
Wow. So they have actually a special form, which is basically a get out of jail free card. You can fly for free, travel for free, as long as they have that piece of paper. Is that what you're saying?
Well, like I said, what I witnessed is they had a form and they were able to fly.
Okay.
There you go. That's enough.
That's enough. That's enough.
Did they have to take their shoes off like a fucking Hare Krishna in the airport like the rest of us do?
Well, that's why you pay extra for pre-check.
Yeah.
I see. You pay the tax to be treated like a normal person.
Uh-huh.
I see. I get it. On the movement, is this movement a cyclical thing, or is there a terminal aspect to it? Are they going to a place and then that's where they're going? Or are groups being ferried to a point and then from that point to other point or points? Basically, I think what I'm getting at is from the border to an inland distribution point further into the interior, and then from the interior out to multiple.
I think they get them to a certain. I think they get them to a certain point, and then you're losing a lot into the mix of the crowd, and they're just trying to blend in and disappear because some want to be here for good, legitimate reasons, and then there's the ones that they're still just going, okay, where do you want me?
Yeah.
What do you want? But that's a personal opinion on my part.
I can give you an actual example. I've seen it happen. I work in Detroit right now. I no longer live in Detroit. I live up in the Thumb in Michigan. And we had a group of obvious illegals come into town. And thank you for the map of Michigan. That is correct. Right about here. They came into town and they did not fit in. And this is a very tight knit farming community. With one town over, we have an actual Mexican community that's been there for probably 85 years, maybe 100 years. And they're well liked and everything. And these Central Americans came in and were promptly basically just run out of town. But they were clearly illegals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lasted about 4 days maybe before they were run out.
Battledorf,
Yeah,
check your email.
checking email. Stand by.
Hey, and we had a question from Red Pill.
Dear Sarge,
Solo kids.
hey, say that again. You locked up there for a second.
Okay, Red Pill Drayden had a question. Kids, does he see a lot of solo kids?
Oh yeah,
Unaccompanied, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's a kind of loaded question. Are we talking aircraft or are we talking like bus routes?
Either or. I mean, are there like young minor children crossing the
Through
border?
through the airlines, they won't allow underage
Okay,
without proper documentation and this, that, and the other.
fair enough. Now, first of all, the kid thing really bothers me. Okay, I'm a father, and I get really worked up when I hear about kids getting abused, killed, fucked up. I have no mercy for people that do shit like that.
Yep, no women, no kids.
That's right, and I'm glad I didn't get into law enforcement because I probably would be in prison.
Yeah, same.
So I don't have any patience for that shit. So this is really a sore point for me. And can you confirm that they have 300,000 missing minors floating around out there?
That I don't know.
Okay. Because that is insane.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.